So I'm walking now in the park, taking my little one for a walk, and I'm thinking how to explain how did I find the style that I'm tattooing, and then what led me to get there. What activities did I do? What changed in my mind? What changed in my personality that allowed me to do so? Because as you know, if you're watching this video, you probably have some like mental blocks, what beliefs, what thinks that no one's gonna like it, no one's gonna want it, no one's gonna believe in you, and only you like it because it's your style, and who's gonna like your style and all this crap. Mostly your style is not really your style. Pick like elements from different styles which gonna make your style. So your style is basically like a soup. Imagine if you have like a soup with 15 different ingredients. You have line work, you got shading, you got composition, you got contrast, you have what other people have. And then you will have some shades, some blacks in specific way, red in specific way. You will have elements from multiple people because you are not like alien. You can't really think so much like different universe thoughts that no one's gonna understand on this planet. So your style is not gonna be like that unique, but you can get unique enough that it gets name out and gets familiar and people start recognizing. When you watch other people and you see the photos, you see the videos, you see that the amount of likes they have, it's a confirmation that, oh yeah, people like this stuff. And then if you see they have views on the videos, you assume, yeah, people like this stuff. And this person have this many followers, people like this stuff. So all these are confirmations that person's style is being liked. So when you watch a video or you have like this idea that you want to make your own style and you want to become special, you want to become unique, and you want to find yourself, you're thinking, how can I develop a style that people can recognize and people start to like notice and you become a unique one. But your job number one becomes, you need to analyze what do you like. When you're going to be scrolling through Instagram, the stuff you follow is something that you like already. You like elements from it. You maybe like someone's lining, someone's shading, someone's contrast, maybe someone's details, maybe someone's filigree elements they use. There's something that you like from that person which made you to like follow this person. But now when you think about your style, you just worry that no one's gonna like it. Because you probably have a couple followers, a couple hundred or a couple thousand. And it is understandable. Like when I was there, I was pretty much the same. I was wondering like, what do I like? What do I want to do? What's? Because when you find your style, you go through different seasons. You got season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4. So let's say season 1, you have like an idea which direction you want to go. And then you say, my style is going to be where I really like to do line work in a specific way, a little bit shading, but I'm going to try to keep in that. And then you do designs, and then people book in, you're like, yeah, this is my style. And then you scroll through Instagram or somewhere, and you're like, yo, I like this yellow color. This looks mint. And then you go home, you try on the paper, your design plus the yellow, you're like, yeah, you know what? I can mix some colors. Now that becomes season 2. You do that a little bit, and then people get booked in, and you do some designs, you get used to that, you're like, yeah, it's cool, this will be my style. And then you go through and you come across this like guy who does the thicker lines on the outer side for the whole design. You're like, I could try a little bit thicker, maybe, you know, like, and then you add a little bit thicker lines. So you add like 14, 15, whatever line there around it. You're like, you know what, it's actually really cool. So now you got line work, now you got thicker lines on the outside, and now you got the yellow or pink or whatever color you pick, and that is also like on top of it. You're like, yeah, this is cool. This was like season 3 now. Now you work, somebody asks for a little bit bigger, and doing a little bit bigger now, you were forced to add more details. You were forced to like do a little bit of research, a little bit of looking around. Let's say somebody asks for like Japanese koi fish, but the guy says, I want the fish to go up, and then going up, there needs to be a destination and blah, blah, blah. And then now you need to do like a little bit of research, and you realize you're actually adding background stuff around it. It's not that hard, you know. And then for this instance, let's say you put like smoky water around it, maybe some bubbles, lotus flower, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, you know what? Bigger designs with more complex, with a thicker outline and all this. This looks nice. And then you do for a season. And then you do now all sorts of like designs, and they have now a background around it. And you like really the smoky stuff. And you're like, this is cool. And then someone comes in and says, I wanna like Chicano face, blah blah blah. You're thinking, yeah, it's not that hard. I can do that stuff. And then you remember, like in Chicano, they also do smoky stuff around it, all sorts of different types of smokes. And you're thinking, yeah, I can do that. And then you try, and you do. And now you have the elements of lining. You line it really nice. You shade really nice. You pack really nice. You do a thicker line outside. You do the smokes. So now you do the face, and you realize people like it, you know, like people actually likes and followed and comment, and then that managed to get some like attention from the internet. And you wonder like, what if I should try some more because it's successful and people liked it. And then the guy brought some more guys in, because Chicano guys, they always know someone who knows someone who knows someone who also wants the same tattoo, or maybe his cousin. So they're all really into like the same deal, same game. And those bros always have those bros. So client base wise, that's probably one of the most expansive style you can go into, because that always just kabooms itself. And let's say now you do a few more designs and they really become successful, and you wonder like, what if you do that more and more and more? So this is now season 5, and see how it transitions from what you intentionally originally planned into what it led to, and then what that leads to, and then what that leads to, and what that leads to, and then it goes and it goes and it goes. So what I'm saying is, your style becomes, it's not just is, he becomes, he grows with the clients, with people, with the new stuff you learn, you acquire the new knowledge, you learn some new tricks and tips, and there's so much stuff to learn and so much stuff you're gonna put in and you will take off, and then you put in and you take off, and you put in, you take off. It's not gonna be static. It's not gonna stand still. Your style is like a fluid. It grows, it goes, it flows, it changes all the time. It never stands still. The easiest way to find your style is to draw on a paper and use the paper as the style finding place, not humans. There's loads of people draw stuff on the humans, aiming to find the style and seeing what the client's gonna say. But eventually, all like goes down to you. What do you like? What do you want? Are you happy? From my experience, whatever I design throughout my years, every single design's been booked in. It was maybe like, sometimes I designed a design, and then a year later, someone messages me like, ooh, I like this one. Ooh, I want to book in that one. Oh, I want to book in for this one. And you wonder like, man, I'm like in a mindset. You're in a different game. You're like miles away. And then what you used to think is cool, it doesn't seem cool anymore to you. But these people believe it's cool. And it's just another confirmation that whatever you think is cool, it is cool for someone. You and him maybe not being in the same season. Maybe you and that person, you haven't met each other. But it's simply doing what you like and just doing more. And then, believe it or not, whatever you design, there are people who like that stuff. They want it and they like it, they love it. The problem is, these people don't know you exist. These people don't know that you actually are somewhere, that you are in a bedroom who dreams about it, or you are in the studio. Maybe it's not advertised enough. Maybe public doesn't know you are there, but people exist and they are there. What you need to do is just advertise more, make videos more, talk about more, make posts more, and then see what works. As in, like, if Reels work at that time, cool. If TikTok works more at the time, cool. And if you feel like it's not really your thing, you don't like to do it, no one cares about what you don't like and what you do once and blah blah blah. Like, these people, they just want a tattoo on themselves. That's all they want. They don't ask what you like or what you don't like. And even your career, as a career, the career doesn't ask what you like, what you don't like, what you want, what you don't want. There are certain activities what needs to be done, and they need to be done. And that's about it. Simple as that. And it's fluent. And then whatever you believe your style is now, it won't be there in like 5 years. Literally, you're gonna be miles away. And you must be thinking like, oh my God, I like my style now. I would never change. Trust me, you will see something, you're like, oh, that's cool, oh, that's cool, oh, that's cool, oh, that's cool. And every moment you're gonna say, oh, that's cool, and you shift a little bit, that takes off from that path. And then eventually you just physically walk in different direction than you originally planned to walk. But it's all because you grow, you learn, you develop. And then you will develop the taste of what you like and what you don't like, and what you want and what you don't want, and where you want to go and where you don't want to go, and what you want to include in your tattoos and you don't want to. and then whatever you think is cool, it won't be cool anymore in like a couple weeks and couple months, and then you basically, your taste gonna grow, and with each season you will attract these people who like that stuff. So you could be in season 4 that you still have a clients from season 1. You can be in season 7 and you still have a people from season 2, season 4, season 5, and then from all these seasons, because they still know you, they still want a tattoo, they still want to finish the leg, they still want to finish the arm, and even if you're like miles away, they still want to go to you. The problem is, you will be so far developed that maybe at that time you will need to go back into your previous tattoos and add more detail and add more stuff to it, because now you're on a different level. Now you can do more details, now you can do more lining, now you can do more contrast, you can do more shading, you can do so much more. And the previous version of you was not able to deliver that, was not able to give all that. So now you will have to like go back in, add more details, clean it up a little bit after yourself. And it's beautiful. Like, it's kind of painful to see those tattoos, because you look at them, you're like, oh my god, I did those, they look fucking horrible. But it's nice to see how far you've grown, and that only in those moments you see the distance between where were you and where you are. And then eventually you will see that more often, as in like, you will grow in a half a year, then you grow in 4 months, you'll grow in 2 months, you'll grow in 3 months, and then eventually you will grow like weekly, daily. You will learn how to learn, you will learn how to develop, you will learn how to acquire new skills, and how to sit down, and how to be patient, and how to practice. And because now it could be a time where it's like just a hobby, you try, you go, you do a little bit, you practice a little bit, but there will be a season when you will learn how to learn, and you will acquire knowledge a lot faster, a lot quicker. Me personally, when I first ever started tattooing, then I started in realism, because I used to do realism drawings on the paper, and then I went for realism. When I did so much realism that I get bored, I was like, I don't have a line work knowledge, which led me to think about what are the styles that consist of line work, where the lines are not that crazy important, but they are important. And then that led me to blackwork flowers, where the style consists of thousands of lines, of small thin lines, bold lines, curved lines, straight lines, every line. And if I design many of those, then I basically force myself to do the stuff I don't want to do. So I learn how to learn. I just said that a few sentences ago, but you learn how to learn, and you learn how to sit down and do your homework. So I forced myself to do the homework. And then once I acquired the knowledge in line work, I was like, okay, cool, what else is out there? Then I went for Neotrad, because Neotrad is like upgraded version of fine line, because I can do the fine line a little bit bolder, and now I can introduce like 14 liner, not just like 5, 7, 3, but 14, 18, round shader maybe. And then from Neotrad I developed a little bit better line work skills, which led me to design more ornamental skills. And I would say, because Neotrad was like quite biggish, with loads of details and stuff around it, it made me think about body and body parts and body flow and body transitions and muscles and all sorts of joints, which then led me to design around them. And because I was designing around them, it led me to ornamental, because ornamental is how you take your body and you add stuff around in a way that it complements, it makes it bigger and stronger and beautiful, the flow. And now I had loads of clients from realism. I still have loads of clients from realism. I still have clients from Neotrad. I still have clients from fine line blackwork. I still have clients from ornamental. And I still have clients who just randomly come in and they say, oh my God, I saw your designs online. Can you do like a little butterfly of me? Can you do a little bit of this? And then season of new ones, seasons of every single previous season still have my clients. And those clients bring more clients in the same style. So the previous season is going to follow you forever, because you build your name for it, you build your reputation. Those people still exist, they're still alive, and they still want it. And your style will be fluid. It's not just is. Like, you can go online and you can scroll. Basically, if you find the guy that you like, find the person you really admire, and I dare you, scroll all the way down to the bottom, you will see that this person, it grew into this style, it became this style. Whatever they felt naturally to do more, it just became, as in like, it could be a guy who does like loads of realism, but then one day somebody asked him to do this neo trad stuff, and he's like, you know, wow, this is actually fucking cool. Well, I could do this all day, every day. And then he sits down, he draws one or two, and then that one or two gets booked in, and then the guy who booked in, maybe he wants a sleeve, so now he's forced to design 7, 8, 9 of them. And then he realizes, actually, neo trad is more interesting than realism. And boom, the career change happened there and there. The little epiphany just arrives, the light bulb turns on, and then from now on, you know him as the guy who does neo trad. But that never happened, as in he was like a realism guy. He just happened to run into one neo trad, which led him to do the neo trad more. So this is how you build your style. Your style grows out of you. It becomes from you, and it's made by you, and it's fluid. And I'm kind of intrigued myself to see where I will end up being, what I'm gonna tattoo in the future. Because the more seasons you go through, the more knowledge you acquire, the more skills you can stack on top of each other, and then you can blend the flow from ornamental, the detail amount from black work, packing black, shading from realism. You can just stack skill sets on skill sets on skill sets, and your designs become cooler and cooler and cooler. And it's something that you just need to let it go, as in like sometimes you feel like, man, I want to change a little bit, I don't know if it's good or not. I would say always change when like that season comes to you. Always go for it, because the skill sets you have. But if you want to change, which means you will acquire, you will learn, you will have something that you don't have now. You will you'll be a better person than you are. And then why would you say no to that? You need to say 100%. I want to try like these new things. I want to try new pink. I want to try new. And then before you know, your new season, and you have new clients, you have new faces, your name gets more out, you acquire more people. But it's just like you gotta try new elements all the time. Let it flow, let the feeling take over you. If you want to change a little bit, just go for it. And if you want to introduce new line sizes, line whips, or shading ways, or shading wise, or whatever that could be, just go, let it happen. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm walking in the park with my little one, still pushing. He just fell asleep. It's a pretty good day outside. Can't not go outside. So, and this is how I develop my skills or skill sets. Only a few people have had the ability to really develop a brand new style which didn't exist, but now it does. And then if you think of a new style, as in like, let's say new school, there was Kelly Doty. You maybe seen her from Ink Master. Like it was just her way of doing, and because her way of doing things became cool, more people thought they want to do it, and then because more people wanted to do it, that became a style. But it was just her way of doing. So your style is just your way of doing things. So in the comment section, write down what is your favorite style, what would you like to maybe develop into, or maybe you are in a journey already to be in some sort of style. Where are you? Where do you want to go? I'll see you guys in the next video.